James Green, Short Series Shenanigans. So here we are today working on a GATOR out. We have a exhaust manifold off of a 350 Chevrolet. Now I've been doing I got my sleeves on here, the extras that I've been doing. Some heating up, getting the exhaust manifold bolts out. It's in the downspout. So I thought one of these broke. It was already fractured. I was heating it up with a torch prior to, and one of them was already fractured. I had everything nice cherry red, and then you could tell it was already broke. Anyway, perfect GATOR out for video. So I recently got these from Drill Hog. They're the left-hand Niobium, and I've got it written on the box. And I've got a bunch of these. That's why I write, so I know what's on whatever box. I'll cover my little serial number there, but these are from 16th to 1/4 inch left-hand Niobium. Okay, Drill Hog, you guys. I've done a video on here talking about the warranty process. That's how you go about it. Refer to the video on my channel, and you know I don't want to have to rehash that. But I was covering up that serial number in there. Just kind of a side note. That serial number belongs to the only warranty to the original purchaser. No matter if you email these guys or whatever, you have to send your bits in. You have to include, let's say, the broken bit, the serial number, and then obviously, you know, what I usually do is I'll save up items and just send them in. The address is in Rancho Cucamonga, California, or City of Industry. It's kind of same area, and they'll send you one back free. Don't know if anybody else that does that. Yes, they are made in the U.S. up in Sunburst, Montana. They just happen to use that part of California because it's got a distribution hub already set up. American business, you know, why reinvent the wheel? So you can find them on eBay and Amazon. Everyone says, how come they don't have their own website? Well, think about it. To be cost effective and competitive in today's market, eBay's already set up. You don't need to build a website. Amazon's already set up. I mean, it's smart business. So this is literally the first time I'm going to use these Niobium bits, and we're going to start off with, also in this video, because it's a two-part, not just I want to show you my new bits, but I've talked about these all the time. Big GATOR tools. Now, this drill guide I actually talked to the gentleman. This is one of the original ones, and the way you can tell is you notice on the bottom it doesn't have any lines to line up the holes. This is when they first came out. www.v-drillguide.com or Big GATOR Tools. You can look them up. They're all over the internet. So they have drill guides, tap guides, imperial, metric. And here's the other one, which is a newer one. And so this one goes from 1/8 to 3/8. Okay, we're going to be using this one. The next size for the bigger one, which Big GATOR Tools, lifetime warranty, and this is one that they had been in business for 10 years. Okay, this is one of the newer ones, and lifetime warranty, and I asked them, they've never had the warranty because no one's ever broke one. I've talked about them before. This is one of the newer ones. You can see on both sides, it's got the little alignment holes. And of course, you know, they got to, so you can put on round stock, or let's say you want to set some round stock in there and clamp and drill and whatever, but they've got the little alignment marks there. You can see them. This one starts at 3/8 and goes up to 1/2 inch. And they're actually marked on the top. Excuse me, but I wanted to just show you on the other one. So yeah, that one I've used the heck out of it. Like I said, guys, they're worth the money. This is an example of, we can't take and put what we need in the mill. We're going to be doing it right here. Okay. All right. Make sure I get you guys in frame. So, bolt broke off. It's still warm, but I can touch it now. Pulling these exhaust studs out. So here's one that is not. But I already know you don't just start grabbing them and wrenching on them. I was heating them up. And this was actually the first one. I looked at it and I could tell it kind of looked funny. As soon as I was heating it up, I could see, you can usually see where cracks are. And it was raised up a little bit. It actually snapped up here higher. When I was cleaning, I flattened it out. So if we have to, these others are fine, but they're 3/8 16 thread. Pretty cut and dry. I'm going to show you how I do it. There's lots of different ways to do these. Everyone's like, oh, you could take a nut on there, and yeah, we could, but you know, let's use this left-hand bits and stuff. I'll bring you over here and show you a little bit. All right, trying to get, sorry for the moving around. Okay, you can see right there the one that's busted. All right, plain and simple. We've come in here. I've already located the center and did the old plink. You know, very unique sound. Back you up a little bit. All right, I want to leave you guys back there a little bit. And we are going to come up here and we're going to start off with a smaller bit because I'm not going to jump in with a 3/8 bit right away or anything. Let's start out with a smaller, let's do a 3/16, okay? So we're going to line up with the 3/16 hole, which is going to be here, okay? Slide it through, find the center, okay? And what I'm going to do is hold that. This is going to be fun. And then we're going to come in here with this. Trying to do this one-handed is fun. Make sure that that's going to get everything kind of started here. Nothing ever goes easy. There we go. Okay. All right. So we know we're all over the place. Let's find our hole again. Peek back down through. Nope, that's not it. Okay. This is where it's fun. Slide my drill bit. Fill it. Okay. Thought I had it all set up. There we go. All right. And peek back through there. Make sure we're on center. We're good. Now, you notice when you tighten on this, if you're not careful, because I know this isn't perfectly flat, you can tell it's trying to pull up. We're tightening it just enough to hold it. Okay, yeah, even when we tighten it, that's how much off it is. But you got to be careful. This is the whole thing is got to be careful. And I don't want to like have it not tight enough and then come loose, break a bit. Because I only have one set of these. So let me reach around here and get my drill. Oh, sorry about that. Never fails. Okay, all right. So we know we're centered. I've looked back down through. I can see that this is where we need to be. Get our bit in here. Now, I like these old school vintage Black & Decker Pro Series drills. They're pretty much bulletproof if you take care of them. I love this thing. All right. You know what? I'm going to move the camera over just a little bit, guys and gals, so that I don't bump it. You can see what's going on. I'm going to back you up just a little bit here. That way. Okay. And whoop, out all the way. Okay. That way I don't have to worry about bumping the camera and I can actually get right where I need to be above this. And I'm just going to get a little start here before I start putting oil, just to oh yeah. All right. Let me get my cutting oil ready. A little squirter. And of course it'll run underneath there with that little bit of a gap. All right. Bingo. Just keep going. Once you're going, now see, I had already, what I did is I went ahead and heated that up like I did the others to the same temp I did when I pulled the others out. So that way it had already had that, you know, the liquid wrench to it per se. So that one came out good. All right. Let's blow this stuff out. It doesn't take a whole lot of oil. Some people think you got to have an old bath. All right, so that one's out. All right, let's go compressor. You know what? Let me go turn that compressor off real quick so it doesn't kick on during the video. That's the last thing I'd want to happen. All right, now I don't have to worry about that kicking on in the middle of the video. Okay, so that went well. All right, let's go up to the next size now. We're going to change real quick. I'm going to change drills, or drill bit sizes. Okay. Now I've also got another left-hand set over here that I've had for a while and have had great success with. Is also from, and of course, you know, I labeled it. It's from Drill Hog. It's their M7 bits, and this set goes from 1/16 to 1/2 inch. Okay. I did bust a 3/32 left-hand bit in there at one time. I need to warranty that. I got to find it first. But so yeah, they do have left-hand sets that go up to 1/2 inch, and that's an M7 set. Now we're going to go up to 1/4 inch. Okay. The trick is to get up close to, hopefully this will grab it and pull it out. I mean, we could try like an easy out right now, but I know it's not going to, just because I know how these things go. I mean, we could try an easy out at this point, but let's see. Let's actually just try it instead of talking about it. My easy out set for these that I like to use. Okay. I have a Irwin set here. Okay, let's just go ahead and try it since we got a 3/16. You know, we're not gonna go crazy with it. If it doesn't bite hold, we're not going to. And let's go, here's the 3/16. Yep. Let's try that one, see if it's gonna bite. And if it doesn't come very easy, we're not going to force it. We're going to pull it back out and move right along. I mean, who knows, it might come out right here. And it's not. I know if I try to keep going, yeah, it's not budging. I know that it'll just, you know, and I don't want to snap that off. But we tried it. The thing about those easy outs, on any easy out, and this is what I was taught. If it doesn't start moving right away, of course the tool is digging down, and once it's seated itself, and you kind of give it a little push, if it doesn't move, don't force it, because you'll snap. I see it people all the time bring, yeah, I broke off an easy out. If it doesn't budge, go to your next size drill bit, which is what we're going to do. We're going to go up to, like we said, the next is going to be 1/4 inch. We already got it set up. Same thing, 1/4 inch. And I'm just going to line there and that. And this is where it gets fun. Trying to find an area to, you can do this by hand too. Because we're not going to have a whole lot to clamp onto back here. I'm going to stop there and pull out just a little bit. Alright. Actually, let's do exactly what I did last time. I got ahead of myself with putting this in the drill. Line it up, bolt it down. Don't try to hold it with your hand. I'm breaking some of my own rules here, getting in a hurry. Alright, so we know that's definitely lined up. Lock it down. And we're in, back in the drill. It didn't take that long. Alright, tighten it up. Alright. Back at it. A little oil. Doesn't take much. Snap, and I snapped the bit. That's going to get warrantied. Yep, it went through and it hit and it snapped. Well, I really didn't want to break that, but it is under warranty. You know, I could take and, you know, sharpen that up, and I may do that just so it's still good to go. I'll look at the rest of the bit and see. That's how you accidentally break bits, getting in a hurry. Or pressing, it came through and snapped the other part went over there, so. I'll definitely set that one aside for warranty. All right. Yeah, that's what happened. I went through there, it hit the outside and snapped. That's what happens. That's why it's nice to be able to warranty stuff. So we'll grab the other easy out, try the other side, see if that's going to work. You know, and then we just step up to the next size. Let's see, we did, quarter is going to be right there. We'll try that and see if it's going to grab it and pull it out. Nope, not coming. I'm not going to try to force any more of it. All right. Next size. So we're not going to use that one anymore. I want to put that broken bit back in the index. I'm going to go up to the next. I'm going to do like a 5/16. Now on these M7s, they actually have the 3, so you can use a battery drill. Like let's say you wanted to use a Makita, which I've got one over here. And let's say you had a keyless drill. That's what these M7s, they have the 3 flaps on them for those. So if we want to come in here and use this, we can. Put it in low gear. Yeah, it's trying to peel the threads out. We're probably going to have to end up putting a helicoil in this, which is fine. That was to be expected. But we'll get this out. Easy does it. Yeah. I keep hearing popping, but what it is, it's the pieces of that busted bolt. I have very rarely gotten these out and not had to helicoil it. I mean, you could have went in there and dug the TIG trick or whatever and all that, but you know, these manifolds in this engine has over like 300,000 on it, so they're original. They're rusted in there. And see, that's what happened is when I went through a while ago, it grabbed and it snapped to that other bit. So we're all the way through. So we know we're going to have to do the helicoil. And I'll pull out the helicoil set and, you know, that'll be another video. I might as well. I mean, I don't think I've showed helicoil stuff on here. You know what? I think I'll do that. We'll do like a second part and it'll be a whole separate video. Let me dig up my helicoil stuff. We'll go through the whole repair. Obviously, as much as you try to stay on center, you know, let me show you guys where it did slide off. Okay, and I'll zoom in here. Right here's the hole. Let me, and then zoom in even more. If the camera's going to focus. Is it going to focus? little bit. So let me get my pointer here so I get my big fat finger out of the way. You can see this portion right here. And what we could do, we can come in here and I may go ahead and try it because it slid off that far. And let's just grab a punch and see if we can just drive this out here. That's the next step that you do before. You got to get that out anyway because that could pop loose and end up snapping either your drill bit on your other set. Let me grab. I'm going to back you guys up here so you can see what I'm doing. Oh, sorry. I've got several sets of these all over the shop, these roll pin punches. Or just, they're not roll pin, pin punches. Those are handy. They've been around a while. It's good to have it, kind of like a tape measure or marker everywhere. It's good to have those all over the shop too. Let me get my smaller ball peen hammer. Actually, I'll just use this one right here, my tinning hammer. See if we can knock these out. Look at that, there we go. Okay. Yep. Here it comes. Let me get my little magnet. Where is it? There it is. One of them. Ta-da! We got it out. Okay? Simple. Wish they were all that easy, but put this back up. Yeah, this is another, I've had this for a long time. This is Brown and Sharp. It's a magnet and a scribe, carbide scribe. But you can come in here and, oh yeah, we're definitely going to have to do a helicoil. That's for sure. So I always have those sitting over there. All right, let's blow that out. So there we go. Everybody has their own way of doing things. I mean, you could probably have just as much success doing the whole TIG and twist and whatever. I know whenever I was heating up these other two and I had this glowing, these were very, very hard to get out. So at that time, I made the judgment call of, you know what, I'm just going to drill it. Some other things at times, perhaps if this was a different, material or who knows what. The general rule of thumb that I was always taught that I personally go by, if when you're heating up the other studs and they spin out pretty easy, you could try to do the weld trick. There wasn't a whole lot, that's the other thing. There wasn't very much sticking up. I mean, I could and do the whole weld and chase and twist and whatever. I will only do that if two things. Like if I'm pulling out a cast and a steel bolt, I do that because it works a vast majority of the time a whole lot better. Not always, but my experience is if I've got at least a full nut length sticking out, and then I'll go ahead and TIG it and I'll try that first. If it doesn't work, then we do what we're doing here. This one broke off nearly flush, and I thought, you know what? I'm not going to try to go build the whole thing up into a nut. And honestly, nowadays, a lot of the nuts that are out there are really not, of this size, aren't really, really good material. And you end up, having issues of porosity. You don't get a good weld. So I went this route. So with that, again, I'll show you guys. This is what we're using, the niobium bits. Yes, I broke one. Yes, I am going to warranty it. I'll send it in with my other stuff, but that's what happens. And note, it didn't break it broke after it went through and it hit the side of that and snapped. That's what happens. That's why it's nice to be able to warranty these. I'll put that in an envelope, send it in, and I need to go through and have them send the other stuff. But you have to include that serial number on there to the original purchaser. And then again, they've got the other set that goes up to 1 inch, 1/16 to half by 30 seconds. That's what size that is. All right, and also to kind of recap, Big GATOR drill guides, Big GATOR tools, go check them out. You just saw an example of that's what they're used for. That's where they're handy. You can't put it in the mill. You know, that's perfect example of that's when those tools come in handy. And even when I'm doing my, I will pick the correct drill guide and tap guide for when I'm doing the helicoil. And that's going to be in the video after this. So there you go. Thanks again for watching, you guys and gals. I appreciate all the new subscribers. I'm really enjoying the new shop here. Got a lot of stuff going on, and I'm waiting to be able to do live videos with this camera. So I've been doing them with my phone. I've been letting everybody know. That way they're hardwired. I have to get a capture card for my computer. And so once I get that and get it installed, that is my understanding is what I need is a capture card for my computer. So that's what I'm waiting on. And so the way to do that is click like, watch the videos, spread the word about my channel, and that helps me eventually raise a little money to help do things like that for the channel, so I can bring more information to y'all out there. A little bit of teaser coming up. We've got some weld repair on some gears. That's going to be a 30-minute segment video type thing. I don't know if I'm going to do it live or not, but I do need to get that started. I'm probably going to end up doing it on this camera here, like this. Maybe, I don't know, but, and then I've also got some other stuff from a fellow YouTuber, possibly coming up. I don't know for sure, but gear repair on early 1900s Buffalo brand drill press flat belt. Got some gears for a viewer, so there's a teaser for that. Good stuff. Spread the word about my channel. Take care of yourself and take care of your family, because remember, at the end of the day, you and your family is all you got till next time. Get out in the garage, and hey, if you got a broken exhaust stud, I hope this video has helped you. If you guys got any questions, my public email address, please contact me, eagledustoff37@gmail.com. Talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.